Hello everybody and welcome to Grave Mobile Gaming. Today I want to talk to you about planes and the roles that they play in different scenarios. As you can see here, I am airstriking a Royal Armada to see how many tanks I can take out. That was my strong planes. Now I'm going to switch to anti-ground. And you will see here that the increase, it's about 1,000 kills. Now, my anti-ground planes aren't as good as my level 20 planes, obviously, but they still did more damage to the tanks. When I first started playing this game, I vastly underestimated the effectiveness of air superiority in this game, and I will show you an example at the end of the video of how bad that was for me, and how I spent the last few months really working on my planes. As we're talking about Royal Armadas, my anti-ground planes were able to do an extra 1,000 kills on the tanks on the base, which can help you or hinder you. So as you can see here, I'm just attacking, no airstrikes. I have the planes with me in the attack. I got 3,500 experience for taking out that base. So let's try this again, but we're going to take out the airplanes. I have my AFV deployment equipment set, so it gives me 11,000-ish, but it brings down my power by almost 1,000,000,000, and I forgot to change it until right at the end. But you'll see here that I airstrike it real quick. Sometime today, planes, anti-ground planes are very slow compared to your anti-air fighters. But in this attack, you will see that I got 0 experience because I killed all the tanks with my airstrike, which saves me tanks, but at the expense of EXP. So you gotta find your nexus, your comfort zone, if you will. So switching over to anti-ship planes. As you can see here, my planes just immediately wiped them out. No problems. So let's try that again, but this time we're going to use subs, attack subs, and I'm going to use my strongest planes, which is just a little bit weaker than my anti-ship. But that's what I just used on those indies, which wiped them out. This time, however, it's a complete dud. I missed. So not only are planes crucial, but also when to use them and what ships to use them with are crucial. So let's run that back, but this time I'm using my anti-ship with the Nansen class, because submarines are really hard to hit. And as you can see, they were completely, well, you see, there's one sub left with very low, 1,000 health left. That's a huge difference. And that's why getting the right combination of airplanes is crucial. So, with each airplane, it comes with a specialty attack. This one has short circuit. But I have another EF-2000, but this one has waterlog. So you can have up to 3, I think it's 3 different special attacks per airplane. And they each do their own thing. So when you first get a plane, you might be thinking, how do I know which is what it does? Well, the second or third legendary module will tell you what kind of plane it is. It'll either say it increases air attack, ground attack, or ship attack. Sometimes it's the second one, and you'll see that here with my YFs, that is the second one. It'll say increased ship attack, because the third one is a different specialty or whatever. Now, sometimes it gets confusing because if you go to anti-air, it brings up my what is that, an F-16? My level 20, but it's actually an anti-ground plane, but because it's level 20 and it's maxed out, it does more damage than my level 15 or 16 anti-airplanes. So you kinda there is no wrong plane. Now, there's a wrong way to use them, yeah. I try to tend to pick 2 planes that are anti-air, 2 planes that are anti-ground, 2 planes that are anti-ship. Getting the cores on it is more important than getting the levels up to me, because that's where you get the most benefit. Now, of course, the player or the level does matter, obviously. But if you're maxed out level 20 and not upgrading the skills, then it's pretty much worthless. So you can have a level 13 that's better than a level 20, and vice versa. So again, it's all about how you play. If you want to have really good anti-ship planes, then find your plane that has anti-ship capabilities, max out the skills. And it works very, very well. Um, like I said, I underestimated the value of planes in the beginning, and I paid a heavy price for that. I'm just now getting caught up in the plane department, and I still got a long way to go, but I've seen a huge improvement since I started working mostly on anti-ship planes and their skills. But there's a curveball. Some of the newer planes not only have one, but some of them have two and even three specialties. So, for example, I'm talking about the PF Drake and the F-22 Raptor. These things have multiple proficiencies, but they're also harder and more expensive. So the trade-off is, do I want to spend money or do I want to keep it easy? So for me, it's going to be a process. It's going to take a while, but you can see that this has anti-ship and anti-air capabilities. That's pretty huge. So at level 7, my PF Drake is almost as good as my level 20. And that's just a level 7, so I can't imagine when it gets up there how strong that plane is going to be. Now the Raptor has anti-ship, anti-air, anti-ground, attack, and accuracy. That's probably the best plane in the game, hands down, once you get it maxed out, of course. Unfortunately, mine's only level 3 for now, but my alt has a level 10, but you can see that at level 10, it's worse than my level 3, but that has a lot to do with my equipment and research and admiral traits. All that stuff goes into it. So again, I can't stress this enough because I just see it so much, but there's no wrong way to do it. It's how you play. You just adapt to your playstyle. If you want to have great ASG capabilities, then go for that. If you want to be able to take out people with one hit PvP, go anti-ship. If you want to be able to do royal bases, go anti-ground. Or all of the above. It's how you want to play. This was the battle that changed my whole perspective on planes, because I had never taken a loss this bad. And he completely obliterated me. Now, granted, my good planes were out airstriking when he hit, which is my example of a military blunder. Planes matter. How you do it is up to you. There's no wrong way. However, they are very important. So if you want a trick on how to at least get a few planes to level 20 fairly easy, and I use the shooting gallery. I'll spend 30,000 gold, maybe 60,000 of gold per week, and get 100 to 200 legendary random boxes. That gives you blueprints for the RFM, the EF2000, and the Desert F16. I also highly suggest that once you're past level 10, and if you run out of DNA while upgrading your planes, do not upgrade them without using those, because they will go back a level. And that's why I have so many planes that are ready to upgrade right now, but I will not chance them going back a level because I didn't use the upgrade materials, which are definitely harder to get than these, per se, but it's just not worth it. So definitely wait for plane level up success events. Make sure you have enough DNA little booklet thingies, or whatever they are, and use the shooting gallery to really help you get your planes up to at least one or two or three of them up to level 20 fairly quick. It took me a month to get two, maybe. I'm working on my third, and then I got a couple more that are right behind it. So this is definitely a starting point if you need one. And there's also a chance you can get some Nimitz blueprints, even though I've only ever gotten one. But, it is what it is. So, I hope this video helps, because that's all I got for today. Thanks. Great out.